I hope it does. On our way back home from St. Andrews Air Force Base, or no, we were at St. Andrews University. Amy was giving a lecture with the whole delegation, and Teresa and I were running around in St. Andrews University going, oh my God, this is one of the oldest schools in history. It's so cool. They had the oldest periodic table in there, and the nerd in me just came out digging through drawers, and Amy's doing this presentation. And on the way home, Samagat Nistra said, geez, we need to stop and go to the Wilpsathlot. I know, see all the Niskats giggle away already. We were in taxis. 150 pounds it cost us to take a taxi from St. Andrews back to Edinburgh. And we stopped at McDonald's, because we're Niskat, part of our territory. And we went to use the bathroom, and we heard this big rumble. And we were sitting there going, oh, what's that? And we seen these big jets and fighter jets taking off from St. Andrews Air Force Base. And Earl looks at Amy and goes, wonder if those are Canadian. Maybe we could get the totem pole on that and they could just fly it home. And the funniest piece of the story is that's exactly what happened. So I really want to put my arms and my hands together for the Canadian Armed Forces for undoing the wrong that was done. Many people don't know that the pole originally traveled down the coast, got on a train, went all the way back to Ontario, and then went on a boat to Scotland. So the pole drove down the road from Edinburgh to outside of London, got on a plane, flew back to Ontario, flew over to Victoria, and made its way back home. The Canadian military told us that that was the flight plan that they had for it. We said, sure, it's you making up that flight plan. Probably one of our ancestors rejigging the board. I share those with you because so many times we sit together and we talk together and we have challenges together, but we don't reflect on the wonderful things that we're able to do together. And it's an absolute privilege to call forward Mr. John Devine, the head of the Scottish Government Office in Canada, to provide some remarks on behalf of the Government of Scotland. Mr. Devine.
Thank you, Andrew, for that kind and generous introduction. Chief Earl Stevens, all former matriarchs and chiefs, House of Nishtu, President Clayton, Premier Eby, and Honourable Minister Clan Watson, and all friends here today. It is an honour and a privilege to be with you here today, representing the Scottish Government at the ceremony marking the Rematriation of the Niska Nation Memorial Pole, and a personal honour for me to make my first visit to your nation and see this beautiful landscape. I'm also grateful to meet some of the representatives who travelled to Edinburgh last summer and began a process resulting in the sombre yet joyful events that we see here today. For Scotland, this was not just about the process of returning the memorial pole. It was an opportunity to learn more about the people of another nation, to reflect on what we had learned and make a decision to right an historic wrong. I would like to thank everyone involved in the rematriation of the memorial pole, including National Museum Scotland, the Royal Canadian Air Force, representatives of both the federal and British Columbia governments, and, most importantly, the people of the Niska Nation, whose patience, and dignity have delivered a deep understanding between our peoples. Most countries, nations, and peoples have challenging chapters in their history. And we see here today that acknowledging those issues, seeking to address them, learning from them, and engaging in a dialogue can lead to modern relationships that are open, honest, and productive. Robert Burns is Scotland's national poet, the author of many poems and songs. One of his most famous lines is, "O want some power the giftie gie us, to see ourselves as others see us." Burns makes an obvious but important point. If we could only see ourselves as others see us. In the engagement here today, I am certain that this mutual awareness can only lead to a deep and lasting friendship between Scotland and the Nisga'a Nation. Representatives of the Nisga'a Nation, please accept my sincere thanks for inviting me here today to join you for this most special of occasions. Thank you.